How's it going, man? So this is probably the most important video that I've made so far, and I highly recommend that you watch it all the way till the end. I've decided to make a video which addresses a situation regarding Sarah Everard. Before we start, I just want to provide my personal condolences to Sarah and her family in the wake of this really horrific event. The reality is we don't know all the details. However, the case has triggered public concern over men approaching women. I think there are now misguided beliefs circulating around that all men who approach women have bad intentions and are dangerous, but this is simply not the case. I've been approaching women who I'm attracted to during the daytime for almost a year now, and I've had nothing but positive reactions and enriching experiences.
Someone's never done this to me before, so I love it.
You like it?
Yeah,
what do you like?
approach.
What do you like about it?
Bold. Not many people do that nowadays. It's all about dating apps, isn't it? So.
Oh, don't get me started on dating apps. I feel like it's such a lazy way of meeting people.
Yeah.
I just think like face-to-face interaction, far more fun.
That's how I met my boyfriend.
At the same time, I fully appreciate the position of women who may now feel uneasy about being approached by guys. However, I think what is key is the way in which guys approach women. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that I teach guys how to have authentic, face-to-face interactions during the daytime with women who they're attracted to in a consensual, socially calibrated way. And listen, a necessary part of the whole dating ritual is the approach. Somebody needs to initiate, break the ice, and make the first move, and in my opinion, it should be the man, and it should be done in person. We live in a world dominated by digitalization, a world in which the online method of meeting people has become accepted as the norm. In my opinion, it's far healthier and far safer to pursue something with somebody who's approached you in person rather than arranging to meet up with somebody who you've met online. And the key to all of this, the key to approaching women in person in a healthy way is social calibration. Being able to name that elephant in the room, being socially savvy enough to recognize any indicators that the woman is feeling uncomfortable, feeling uneasy, and being able to call any of that stuff out. I think my approach to meeting women is misunderstood by many, and I acknowledge the misconceptions which surround what I do. People think it's all about tricking women into bed using contrived lines and bullshit techniques, but this is simply not the case. And certainly in years gone by, there were guys who advocated this bullshit, sleazy, old school pickup approach. For me, being able to communicate with women who you're attracted to during the daytime in a consensual, socially calibrated, non-needy way is one of the most powerful ways to create genuine connection. If you're a guy who's watching this and you want to learn how to properly socially calibrate your interactions with women, then I highly recommend that you find a coach who you resonate with and allow them to guide you through the process. And look, man, whether you decide to work with me or work with someone else, it doesn't matter. But what does matter, what is essential, is that you work with someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. As well as myself, some other really great coaches who can teach you how to have healthy, consensual, calibrated interactions with women are Haley Quinn, Johnny Berber, and Ed from Ed Gaming. I'll link them below. And I thought it'd be a really good idea to address some common questions that guys have been emailing me over this past week. Alright, the first question is, Kristian, should we continue to approach girls who we're attracted to in the future? My answer to this is yes, as long as you do it in a socially calibrated, socially intelligent way. And if you don't feel you have that necessary level of social calibration, then find a coach who can help you. But if, like me, you do have a strong sense of social calibration and you see a girl during the day who you're attracted to, then my advice is this. Be socially savvy enough to name that elephant in the room during your open. Saying something like, excuse me, I know this is unconventional and I know the world is a little bit strange right now, but I just saw you and I wanted to come and have a quick, spontaneous interaction because I think you're really attractive. Shows you're a guy who knows what the fuck is going on. And another question that guys have been asking me is, Kristian, how do we know if the girl is cool with us talking with her? The simple answer, you ask. So after you've said you're open, you ask the girl who you're speaking with, How do you feel about that? If she's happy to have the conversation, sweet. But if she tells you she doesn't feel comfortable, or you get the impression from her tone of voice or her body language that she isn't really into the conversation, then be socially savvy enough to appreciate her position and move on. Never be pushy, never make women feel uneasy or uncomfortable in your presence. Again, I cannot emphasize enough how important social calibration is, especially now. Understand, acknowledge, and appreciate the current social climate. Women may well be resistant to guys approaching them in person, and you need to acknowledge and respect this. And listen, man, I fully appreciate that trying to teach yourself this stuff from scratch can be a fucking struggle, even in the best of times. If you're unsure about anything or you have any questions, then don't hesitate to get in contact with me or any of the other coaches that I've listed. If you're a guy watching this, and I hope my message has provided you with a greater sense of clarity. And if you're a woman watching this, and I hope you can appreciate that not all men who approach women in person are dangerous. I hope you can see that socially calibrated, non-needy, authentic interactions between men and women are one of the most powerful ways of creating genuine, healthy connections. I thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope that no matter who you are, no matter where you're at in your personal life, this video has provided you with a greater sense of clarity. Take care of yourselves, stay sexy, ta-da.